Have you mic'd up? Testing 1, 2. Check, check. Okay.
That could actually be a trade show professional. I forgot to put on the mic. Okay, so let's start over.
All right.
Tell us
Beth
your name.
Weinstein, from the Tampa area, originally from New York, Los Angeles, and various other places.
And so you move around.
I move around.
Is that because of your work, or
yes and no.
you're running from the law?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
got it.
I'm actually incognito. I shouldn't be on camera right now, but
So
the witness protection program won't be.
well, we're going to ruin that right now.
Yeah.
So who do you work for?
I work for a company called Ocean Optics and Sea Changer by Ocean Optics. I'm their trade show and corporate event manager.
Okay.
We do approximately 70 shows annual. 70.
Wow.
May God have mercy on our souls. And it is a lean, mean fighting machine of myself and my able-bodied colleague who's standing outside there, Keith Mingalella, the wind beneath my wings.
Nice. So that's a lot of shows. You do a lot of travel.
Yes, we actually have limited ourselves to about 5 shows per person.
Okay.
Annually, the majority of our footprints go from a 10 by 10 up to a 40 by 50 island.
Wow.
So
nice.
It really depends on the marketplace. We try to only go in for the larger footprints,
Yeah.
and we leave the 10 by 10s to the salespeople to screw up.
Are you a member of TSEA?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been a member?
I've been a member of TSEA for 3 years now.
Nice. And are you an active member, or?
I am an active member. We are a corporate member, so I work.
Nice.
We're actually exhibiting at the show this year, and I spoke at one of the exhibitor presentations. And I'm working towards my CME through TSEA. I'm also CTSM through exhibitor.
Nice. So any benefits you get out of TSEA? Is it networking, resources?
Networking, resources, reduced pricing on our footprint here.
Okay.
That always helps.
Yeah.
And it's always good to be part of an organization that understands the needs of trade show managers. We deal with things that most human beings should never have to go through in their lives. We find ourselves in cities trying to find the most bizarre things like goldfish.
What?
Goldfish.
Goldfish.
Live goldfish. People to sew fabric for us on site at 3 o'clock in the morning. Cheese whiz. Acai berry juice. The whims of the people that you work for. Trying to find hotel reservations at the 11th hour for executives who forgot to make their reservations in time. In San Francisco during Semicon West. Just a whole slew of things. Oh, by the way, that product isn't going to be ready for that show. So you're going to have to come up with toiletry bags. Oh, even better. Yes, when the executives call you at dinner the night of breakdown saying, I left something really important at the hotel, you have to go pick it up, and it's their toiletry bag. You know how you get around that, though. You return it to them and you put in things like tampons and condoms.
What? Keep going.
Yeah, it's we have fun. We have to. Great show. So we're all about Plan B. Plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we had a vendor in our largest show of the year send our main display piece, which is a fabric dye sub, to our offices in Tampa, and the show was in San Jose. We found this out on Monday. The show started on Tuesday. So the vendor, realizing their mistake, puts another unit on courier and actually has it flown from New York to the West Coast. At the same time, the other unit was received in our offices in Tampa, and we had our shipping department turn around and overnight that, knowing full well that we probably weren't going to get that shipment until about an hour before the show started. So we were hoping that the courier unit that was supposed to arrive 10 o'clock that evening would show up. So we had a 6 a.m. labor call. We're tracking this package through FedEx, and guess what? It got lost in transit. So So I yelled at every FedEx courier from one end of the country to the other. I think I'm blackballed. There is no more packages that come to me because FedEx doesn't like me anymore. We wound up going to, well, my poor assistant, I woke him up 2 days in a row at 4 o'clock in the morning going, this is your wake-up call. And the word was an expletive, shall we say. Let's get up. So we start the day trying to figure out plan A and plan B. We finally do get one of our pieces, the one that was overnight, into our office after sitting outside of the UPS hub since 5:30 in the morning, trying to get it prior to it being allocated to a truck, figuring that the time it would take. We snuck onto the UPS facility, begged for mercy. They said, okay, you're going to have to go outside the property and wait. They called us when they finally got it off the truck from the plane and actually sent out a truck with the only item on it being our item so we could sign for it. I hugged the UPS driver. We drove. We set it up with 5 minutes to spare before the opening of the show.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's all right. But we have fun.
Yeah, you do have
We
fun.
have fun.
And you're smiling.
Yeah, it's either smile or cry.
Absolutely. And
At any point in time, I just found a vendor because we had an emergency dye sub printing that needed to be at a show on Monday morning, and today is Wednesday. So I found a vendor here and begged for mercy, and he
That's awesome.
was able to make it happen for me. So I just did a deal right on the trade show floor.
Well, very good. Hey,
Yeah.
Beth, thank
Yes.
you so much.
Thank you.
You were great.
And for anyone who's planning on going into the trade show industry as you get out of college, my advice to you is don't. Or if you do, drink heavily, take a lot of drugs, and never get married or have children. Because I personally have an 8-month-old and a 3.5-year-old, and it makes it real hard to go out on the road. Unless they're teething, and then I get a full night's sleep.